November 2023, the CMA Awards. Blake Shelton walked the red carpet alone. Gwen Stefani, his wife of 2 years, was nowhere to be seen. That wasn't an accident.
No, I got made up for you. No, LA. I'm in LA. I just got back.
According to multiple country music insiders, Blake was told in no uncertain terms that bringing Gwen would be a problem. Not by the CMAs officially, by the artists themselves.
It's incredible. I'm being funny, but it's an incredible thing. Like, not many artists are ever gonna see that, if any. So
one Nashville veteran put it bluntly to a journalist, "We've tolerated her long enough. This is our night. She needs to stay home." So why does country music hate Gwen Stefani so much?
I just got a new truck. Both trying to figure out the stereo. So what are you doing? You go, well, I was trying to find Kiss FM to see if I could hear my new song on there.
yeah.
And I pushed one button because I don't know what to do either, and Kiss FM came on, and your song was already playing.
The problem started in 2015, when Blake and Gwen first went public with their relationship. Blake had just divorced Miranda Lambert after 4 years of marriage. Miranda was country royalty. She'd grown up in Texas, paid her dues in honky-tonks, and earned her place in Nashville through years of work.
You didn't get a chance to talk, but and you're not going to get a chance either this time.
But I think him being in Nashville for the last 5 years has helped. We've kind of met in the middle, he's chilled out a little bit, but he's just down for anything. He's so...
Gwen was a pop star from California who'd never sung a country song in her life. The backlash was immediate. Country radio stations got calls from listeners saying they'd stop listening if Blake kept bringing Gwen around. Festival organizers told Blake's team that Gwen wasn't welcome backstage. One radio programmer in Tennessee told Billboard in 2016, "Blake's fans don't want to see him with some pop princess. They want him with someone who gets their world."
Great memories that we could ever make together.
It all went down at his stepdad Blake Shelton's bar, Ole Red, the country crooner first taking the stage himself, his wifey Gwen proudly watching from the crowd.
In December 2015, Blake and Gwen released Go Ahead and Break My Heart. It was supposed to win everyone over. It didn't work. The song peaked at number 13 on the country charts. For Blake Shelton, who'd had 28 #1 hits at that point, that was a disaster. Country radio barely played it. One program director reportedly said, "Our listeners don't want to hear Gwen Stefani trying to sound country. It's fake."
When do I like myself the most? And it was right when Blake started loving me. And I wanted to write a song about that because when you actually feel love for the first time, they reflect you. You can see yourself.
But Gwen kept trying. In 2016, she showed up at the Academy of Country Music Awards as Blake's date. She wore a sparkly dress that looked more red carpet than rodeo. Cameras caught Miranda Lambert's face when Gwen walked in. Miranda looked away immediately. According to people who were at that event, several country artists refused to sit near Gwen. Luke Bryan reportedly told his publicist he didn't want to be photographed with her because "my fans won't understand." Blake won an award that night. When he went up to accept it, he thanked everyone except Gwen. People noticed.
But I don't want to kill you, so. Well, Scott already said he don't want to say anything. Thank God.
In 2017, Gwen started trying to rebrand herself as country adjacent. She gave an interview to a country music magazine where she talked about how she'd always loved country music and felt connected to the lifestyle. Nobody in Nashville believed her. She'd spent 20 years as the lead singer of No Doubt, a ska punk band. She'd had a solo pop career. She'd never once mentioned country music until she started dating Blake. One Nashville songwriter told Rolling Stone, "You can't just decide you're country because you're sleeping with a country star. That's not how this works."
The location of the wedding held significance for Blake and the 3 boys.
But my kids are really lucky.
As the country star told ET, he spent quality time with Gwen's entire family at the Oklahoma estate.
It's been great, and it's...
The real breaking point came in 2020. Gwen released Happy Anywhere with Blake. It was clearly designed to be a country crossover hit. It had guitars, lyrics about small towns, and Blake's voice all over it. Country radio still wouldn't touch it. The song peaked at number 24 on the country charts. Meanwhile, Blake's solo songs were still hitting number 1. A radio consultant explained it to Billboard. When Blake sings with Gwen, he stops being one of us. He becomes a celebrity doing a publicity stunt. Our listeners hear that immediately.
It is the great day of corn. Woo! Corn in the truck, corn in the field.
But Gwen keeps showing up anyway. She doesn't take the hint. In 2021, Blake performed at the Grand Ole Opry. The Opry is sacred in country music. It's where legends are made. Gwen showed up backstage. She posted photos on Instagram of herself at the Opry with Blake. Country music fans went wild online. Thousands of comments said, "She doesn't belong there." According to someone who works at the Opry, several artists complained to management. They felt like Gwen was treating the Opry like a tourist attraction. One performer reportedly said, "My grandmother dreamed of playing the Opry her whole life and never got the chance." Gwen's just here for Instagram photos.
You have your 3rd-year wedding anniversary. Congratulations to you on that. That is so beautiful.
The pictures are so cute you're putting on there.
Well, congratulations on your engagement. And the reason why I bring it up as well is I asked him, I was like, well, how did you propose? And I didn't know if you mind, but do you mind telling everybody how it happened? It was beautiful.
Oh, no, I had no idea, obviously. I just was like, in fact, I was trying to get out of going back to Oklahoma because it was getting too complicated.
Blake and Gwen got married in July 2021. The wedding was at Blake's ranch in Oklahoma. It was private and small. The country music world's reaction was telling. Very few country artists publicly congratulated them. Miranda Lambert posted a cryptic Instagram story that day with lyrics from her song, Settling Down. Fans interpreted it as shade. Carrie Underwood didn't mention the wedding at all. Neither did Luke Bryan. The silence was loud.
I can understand how you guys feel. It's the worst possible feeling. It's confusion, it's anger, it's just an overall brokenness.
Since the wedding, things haven't improved. In 2022, Gwen attended the CMA Awards with Blake. She wore a cowboy hat. Country music Twitter had a field day. People called it costume play and said she was mocking their culture. One viral tweet said, "Gwen wearing a cowboy hat is like me wearing a crown and calling myself British royalty."
So like anxious about writing and insecure, and I have writer's block and all these things. And she said, "What you waiting for, Gwen Stefani?" And then I came in the next day and she had this like crazy song, and that's how that song was born. What is Gwen Stefani's phone number?
You have regrets, you have mistakes you've made, and most of the songs are about that. So, you just go like there's certain, like if I do ex-girlfriend, even when I say it, I almost throw up in my mouth because it's like, just know exactly where I was at in that moment to write that song and what I know now. Like, it's just like, oh my God.
That's not how it works. Later that year, Blake announced he was leaving The Voice after 23 seasons. He said he wanted to spend more time in Oklahoma with Gwen. The response from country music was basically, "Good, maybe now he'll remember who he is." According to Nashville insiders, there's genuine worry that Gwen is changing Blake. He's doing fewer country radio interviews. He's playing fewer traditional country venues. He's writing different kinds of songs. One country music executive told Variety, "Blake used to be one of us. Now he's Hollywood. That's Gwen's influence." At the 2023 CMA Awards, Blake showed up alone. Gwen posted on Instagram from their home in Oklahoma. She didn't say why she wasn't there, but everyone understood. Blake won an award that night. The applause was notably louder than it had been in recent years. One person who attended told a reporter, "It felt like we got our Blake back, even if it was just for one night." So why does country music want Gwen Stefani gone? Because she represents everything Nashville has spent decades fighting against. She's Hollywood. She's pop. She's an outsider who didn't earn her way in. And she's taking one of their biggest stars and pulling him away from the world that made him.
We just started this friendship, which was just unbelievable that God would put us in a position to have each other at that moment, in the same exact moment.
Country music is protective of its own. It has rules, traditions, and a clear sense of who belongs. Gwen Stefani will never belong, no matter how many duets she records or how many cowboy hats she wears. And according to people inside Nashville, they're perfectly fine with that. They just wish she'd stop trying. Do you think country music is being unfair to Gwen, or do they have a point? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more stories about the real tensions in country music. Thanks for watching.